Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is my match preview of our team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, against the current reigning Premier League champions, Manchester City, under the lights at Molineux in the Premier League. First off, before we get into the game, I just want to say that I hope that you had an absolutely wonderful Christmas day with you and your family, wherever you are watching this in the world. So let's look ahead to the game. Now, it's going to be the Christmas fixtures. Are always a lot of fixtures, isn't there, for whatever team it is, but the Wolves fixture congestion for this particular period is crazy. Nuno said it's crazy. Wolves aren't playing on Boxing Day, which is the day that I'm recording this. But Wolves are playing the league champions, current reigning champions, Manchester City, a day later on the 27th. And then there's only, I think, 43 hours between Wolves then have to go and travel to face Liverpool, who are runaway leaders of this year's Premier League. And then Wolves have got the less time ahead of any of the teams to recover. And then obviously we've got the New Year's Day fixture against Watford, followed by the cup match against United. Crazy fixture list. Nuno has given the players Christmas Day off to spend with their families, and that's quite nice. Hope that they come back energised, because they're really going to have an hectic period. So in terms of team news, Wolves, they don't have any major injury concerns, and I think one of the things that Nuno says is they're aiming to get through this period and survive, and hopefully come out of it with any extra injuries. We know that Bolly's out at the moment. Morgan Gibbs-White still struggling with his back injury. Other than that, we've got a fully fit squad to go with. In terms of Manchester City, De Bruyne, who missed the last game, is apparently back in for City. He has been involved in 19 goals, either scoring or assisting in his last 19 games. He's absolutely essential to City. He didn't play for Manchester City in the away game where Wolves scored that spectacular away win 2-0 with Adama Traore scoring two similar goals. Sergio Herrera, he's not going to be available for selection. David, whatever his name is, Silva, he's not going to be available, or is John Stone. They're all out for City. In terms of the game, looking ahead to it, in terms of fixtures, Pep Guardiola has actually won 99 out of his 132 games for City. So if he wins this game against Wolves, it'd be his 100s, which would be the fastest of any Premier League manager, faster than Jose Mourinho's 142 games. Wolves, though, have scored in every single game for the last 17 games, but they have not scored more than 2 in any of those games. Only Brentford in the 1938 season has actually scored in more games, 21, without scoring more than 2 goals. And so Wolves are on 17. And Conor Cody has been ever present in Nuno's 56 Premier League matches in charge. So it's going to be an active thing. Now, obviously, when I'm looking at the team, you think the team's going to be Rui Patricio, Conor Cody, Dendoncker, Saiz, Moutinho, Neves, Johnny Otto, Doherty, Jota, Jimenez, and Adama Traore up front. That's going to be starting. The big test is going to be how they cope with the recovery for Liverpool. As I say, it's crazy, really. The two strongest teams in the league, aside from potentially Leicester at the moment, but City did beat them 3-1. The two strongest teams, we've got to play in 43 hours. The chances are, against Wolves, stacked against us, to get any points out of this fixture. But this is Wolverhampton Wanderers, and just because it is, and just because, well, why not? I've put a fiver on Wolves to beat Manchester City and Liverpool. A fiver becomes in, it's like 450 quid. You might call that crazy or mad, and it probably is. But so was when I put £2 on Wolves beating Besiktas away and Manchester City away. Wolves beat Besiktas in a 93rd minute goal from Bolly, and then when I beat Manchester City, and that was 120 quid. So why? You know, it's Wolves, fiver on it for fun, and we'll see what happens with that. So I can't go without any other prediction other than predicting a Wolves win, can I? I just cannot. I think there's going to be goals for this. I can't see that we're going to not concede a goal, although we have been very good in frustrating City. However, saying that, City have scored 21 goals in their last 9 matches against Wolves, although in recent times we've been quite good at shutting them out. And Wolves are always going to be dangerous at the break. City are going to be, you know, frightened at that break. We know that we did to them. We expect them to have a lot more possession. But I think that with De Bruyne playing, it's going to be really tough. And the defence have got to be on the game. We've got to be focused and concentrated mentally and physically on the game, and then hope that we can do what we did to them. Adama Traore is going to be a massive outlet for us. Jimenez, hopefully, if he's fully rested and on it, he scored in his last game, and Jota's a danger always. And if Martinho and Neves are on it, well, anything is possible. So, I'm going to go with goals in this one. And I'm going to go with Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, Manchester City 2. And Wolves are going to do the double. And it will be the first double that Wolves have done over City in the top flight since the 1960-61 season. We did do the double over them in, I think, the equivalent to the Championship in 1999-2000 season. And here's your question, who was the last team to do the double over Pep Guardiola's City? Manchester City side. Leave your comment if you've got the answer to that below, and I will let you know in the aftermatch of the match reaction. And what do you think the score is going to be? Where are you watching it in the world? And, you know, let's hope that Wolves can get the victory and, you know, keep pushing up for that top 4, because anything is possible. And so for myself, Dazzling Dave, until the next one, always Wolves.